Got a little bit of a late video coming today. And when I say late, I mean late at night, because I've got other things I need to take care of. So we're going to open this up right after this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another unboxing and another video, and I thank you for being here. When I said that it's a late video, I mean right now it's 8 o'clock at night for me. I don't usually record this late, but I have this and it came in today, and tomorrow I have a guy coming to repair some water damage that I have to the house, and the next day I have some stuff coming in that I have to fix around the house, like a kitchen faucet, and I have another press that is coming in. So I don't know, when I'm going to be able to record uninterrupted. So I just want to get this done, get it out of the way, and have it so that later on I can do my editing, or just package it together, upload it, and we can just watch it. So like I said, I just got this today. It's a quick 5-book unboxing, I believe it is. Basically just a couple of minor keys, if you could even call them minor keys, some first appearances, like little things that I picked up. And okay, maybe I should try pulling it towards me instead of pushing it away from me. And it usually helps if you have, don't cut your nails all the way down, so you can at least grab underneath it. But it is what it is. So we're just gonna get right underway. First up, we have 2 copies of Green Arrow number 24, and this is from the 4th series, the 2011 series. This is the first appearance of John Diggle. So, like I said, small keys, nothing crazy. We're not talking about $100 books or even $50 books, but just a couple books. I got them at a discount, plus additional coupon added on. So I was like, these total cost me $12. So for everything, not just these 2 books, everything. These in particular, one was a near mint, cost $2.20. One was a near mint minus, cost $1.13. So like I said, when you can see them at these discounted prices and get them, like stuff that you can quote unquote invest in, and they're supposed to be higher quality, why not? And like I say all the time, especially when it comes to Nucadia, where these came from, if you're getting them at a discounted price like this and they don't come in exactly as described, you could be pissed, but you still could pretty much make your money back later on. And this is the near mint copy, and it actually looks pretty good. You can see in the overhead, and then here's front cover. It looks really good. I don't see any spine ticks or anything on the front, and I'm looking at the back and I don't see any spine ticks on the back either. So that's always a plus. Corners are sharp. Again, with these modern books, they're glossy interiors, so white pages doesn't really count very much. And then this is the near mint minus. I did cut through there, and we're gonna take a look at this one. Same thing with this. Doesn't look to be anything on the back, and on the front you can see it in the overhead. Full on view, and here is you can actually see there is a slight spine tick right here, right where my finger is. Other than that, it does break color, but it is very slight. There is another one down here, right there. It just came into focus. So 2 very, very slight spine ticks. They are color breaking, but in near mint minus, if that's all there is, I'm okay with that. Next up is something that not many people would really care too much about. Swamp Thing number 47 from the 1982 series. Saga of Swamp Thing, I believe, is the official title. Yeah, number 47. This is the first appearance of the Parliament of Trees. Now, if we get anything related to Swamp Thing, I know that they've already done some in the DCAU. We had, particularly with Justice League Dark and the Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, we had a big feature of Swampy, aside from the fact that he was in his own series that crashed and burned and they canceled it after like 4 episodes were aired. This one was graded at a very fine plus. It's got okay pages. Pages aren't the greatest coloring, but you know, they are not brown and brittle. I'd call this maybe off-white, maybe tan. And this says white pages. Well, yeah, sorry, it's not white pages. People need to learn their color scales. And as far as the cover goes, it's got a bit of a miswrap on it, but the good thing is, because it's miswrapped, as you can see, there are no spine ticks that we can see. Okay, there's the focus, and you know, it's pretty clean all the way around. Not much going there. There is a little bit of something right here. Should be able to get pressed out. And I did see a spine tick. I think it was in the white as well. But, you know, staples are a little bit sunk in and they're a little bit off. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, it's always difficult to get staple. All right, so there's one at the bottom. You can see right at the bottom, it's a little bit towards the front. And then you see right here, the top staple is more towards the back of it. So a little bit of a staple twist, you know, a little bit of twisting situation, but I paid $256 for that. So I'm pretty happy. Can't complain. Next up is Batgirl number 35. This is from the 2015 series. No, sorry, 2011 series. This would be the after Barbara Gordon came back and after coming back and taking over Batgirl again, and this is the new, more modern costume. So we've got that. This is supposed to be a near mint plus. Well, you know, according to somebody, but you know, it's we could, you know, well, let me just show you. You can see spine ticks. I don't know if, can you see? I don't know. It's going to be a little bit hard, but we do have a couple of spine ticks back here. There's one, another, you know, they're fine, nothing too bad. But it doesn't scream near mint plus when you can see it for yourself. It's more in the middle and the bottom. So I'm trying to get a good way for you to see where the damage is. But yeah, it's just so hard to do this. I mean, I'll just scan it through so you could see that, you know, like I said, it's hard. It's hard to see it, but there are a few dents back there. So I would probably say near mint, not near mint plus. So, you know, and that ran me $357. And then this last one is Batman and Robin Eternal, number 26. This is the first appearance of Cassandra Cain as Spoiler. And this is a near mint minus, paid $258. And I'm happy with that price as well. I'm happy with all these prices, to be honest. One thing that I did miss out on is I've seen the Batman and Robin from the 2009 series, number 1. I saw those for like, you know, $350, $250, somewhere around that range a few times. And I just would never pull the trigger on it. And now I pulled it on, I think I got 1 or 2. Actually, I believe I got 2 of them from my comic shop from their dollar sales. And just after that, was never able to, you know, just never did it. And now I saw that and I was like, oh, you want $15 for a near mint minus one? Yeah, I'm not doing that. But this one looks pretty good. I really didn't see anything on here. So you can see that there's a stacking roll near the spine, obviously. That's the biggest thing. And then you can see down at the bottom there, you can see that little bit of white. That is, I'd probably say that's a bindery tear because it's more towards the spine. But, you know, like I said, near mint minus 256 or 258. I'm okay with that. And that's it. Like I said, I wanted to bang this one out so that I can get these out of the box. So they're not just sitting there, let them breathe, give them a quick press if they need them, and get them in some Mylars and fullbacks, because I just put everything in Mylars and fullbacks just because you never know when something is going to take off or how long you're going to keep it. I'd rather have it from the start being in very good protection. So that's it. You know, let me know what you think. If, you know, have you ever had that situation where, you know, you've been watching it and you've been seeing these books and just like, yeah, I'm just not ready to do it. Or, you know, just you saw it and it just slipped your mind. And then when you see it the next time, it's like, damn, now it's like 10 times what I could have gotten it for. And I want to know, at what point do you go after that? You know, at what point do you say, it's still worth getting it, you know, even if it went from $2 to $15, you know, and, you know, it could depend. Some people look at it in absolutes, like dollar amounts. Some people look at it in relative amounts, as in percentages. So, you know, let's say I'm looking at it in, you know, from 2 to 15, that's 7.5 fold. You know, some people might say, I'll pay like 100-fold even if it went from $2 to $200, something like that. You know, so I'm just curious how you guys think about it, because I sometimes find myself kicking myself in the ass when I miss something. You know, when I miss out on that, especially when it's something that I've been paying attention to and I've noticed it, and then it's like, oh crap, can't get it for $2 anymore. Sorry. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.